Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Kingdom Hearts Character Files once again. Today, we are reading Young Xehanort and Terra-Xehanort's character profiles. So, let's get started. Just one moment. That's strange. Why is that not give me any sound? My earbuds are broken. Hold on. No way. Did it finally break? Is that what happened here? Son of a bitch. One sec. No way. My earbuds actually broke now. Dude, that fucking sucks. Shit. Held this for years and then now they're fucking. God damn it. I didn't want to use these, but that's all I got now. Seriously? Are these broken too? Instead? Why can't I hear anything? Son of a bitch. Whatever. I'll just have to fucking deal with it, I guess. So, I guess it will be no streaming or recording, because, well, it'll just be these recordings, but that's still fucking annoying. And I can't even listen to anything. Whatever. Yeah, well, we're continuing on with Young Xehanort and Terra-Xehanort today. That's not the right page. Young Xehanort, a young man who travels through time and works behind the scenes. And this is his story. Man, I'm so fucking annoyed right now. Ah, whatever. Alright. I think the first time I saw that guy was in Traverse Town, in a dream. He's right inside this projection, in another imagining of this world. Joshua said this and showed me the projection of Traverse Town, where Riku was. That's where I saw the guy. As for how the world got split in two, I have a feeling you'll need to ask this guy. A man in A man in a black coat faced Riku. It was the type of coat worn by members of Organization 13. He slowly removed the hood of the coat, revealing a young guy with silver hair. At the time, I had a feeling I knew him, even though I was sure I'd never seen him or met him before. The next time we met was in the world that never was. Come with me. One of the bolts that Zigbar fired transformed this into this guy, who held a hand out to me. My fault. Sorry. I was already supposed to be in a dream, but I passed out. And then I woke up in Destiny Islands. Yes, this is where it started. I was next to him, and I sat up on the sand. And he was also in front of us. God damn it. A man in a brown robe stood next to the guy at the edge of the water. This fucking sucks. I'm fucking annoyed. I'm sorry. At this point, I had no idea that I was talking to myself. He cast away his bodily form just to set me on the appointed path. What do you mean? I didn't get what this guy was saying at all. That is Xehanort reduced to just a heart. The being you and your friend called Ansem. Then I passed out again, had a dream. That man always tells me things I don't really understand. He talks to me with a look on his face that makes it seem like he completely understands everything. What the heck does he know? This is young Xehanort's Keyblade. Name unknown. No name, gazing eye. This is the Keyblade the young version of Xehanort possesses. It seems to have originally resembled the Keyblade called No Name, but Master Xehanort infused it with additional power, which caused it to change into a more sinister looking form resembling his own Keyblade. Back up to the top, and now we read these. Alright, this is a quote from him. I told you, there's a high price to pay for all this. Alright, This is Master Xehanort, as he appears in his youth. When his brown-robed self from the future, Terra-Xehanort's Heartless, tells him he has the ability to travel through time, he gathers in a future time with the other Xehanorts from different periods, thus assembling members of the real Organization 13. He also secretly works to lure Sora into the Abyss of Dreams in order to make him the 13th vessel, but the plan fails in Dream Drop Distance. And then he searches for a way to compensate for the missing vessel in Kingdom Hearts 3. This world is just so small. The young man murmurs as he gazes at the setting sun in Destiny Islands. Does his future self visit him after this? Or before this? Either way, he will soon depart from the islands. And now for the top part of this page. Slightly reduce the size. There we go. So he appears in Birth by Sleep, Recoded, Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. Alright. And now we continue on. You cannot control what you're not aware of. Riku is chasing after Shiki when young Xehanort, clad in a black coat, appears in front of him. Xehanort throws enigmatic words at Riku to try to agitate him and make his heart fall into darkness. To move through time, you must leave your body behind. In Destiny Islands, Xehanort tells Sora that all the events from the beginning of Sora's journey until now were set in motion by Ansem. Sora replies with a question, but before he can hear the answer, he falls into a deep sleep. This is a quote in the image. Ansem first sent me on my way, and then placed himself here when the time was right. Find the hearts joined to yours. Young Xehanort experiments in order to acquire the darkness he lacks. He refutes Sora's typical assertion that his friends are his power by saying that darkness is the heart's true nature. I wonder how you'll handle the strain. There's a high price to pay for wielding such power foolishly. Xehanort tells Sora that if he misuses the power of waking, there will be a price to pay. This is why Sora disappears from the world after the final battle. If you chase it, you will condemn your heart to that same abyss. Goodbye, Sora. Although he's defeated, young Xehanort smiles fearlessly, knowing that Sora will disappear, and he speaks evocative words until the moment he vanishes. Your time. Sorry, I'm reading the images as well, the quotes in them. I learned the reason for my existence. The person in the black coat, the Master of Masters, and young Xehanort discuss covering the world's false light with controlled darkness. Those who are weak and who desire greater power. Alright, Young Xehanort's Chronicles. This is Dream Drop Distance to Recoded, back to Dream Drop Distance, and then Birth by Sleep. He comes in contact with Terra-Xehanort's Heartless, the man in the light brown robe, who came from the future, and the Heartless tells his younger self of his own future plan. Uses the time travel ability he was told about to gather the real Organization 13. Excuse me. Recoded. Travels through time to Radiant Garden, where he colludes with Zigbar, who's revived as a human and takes Issa Syax away. Back Dream Drop Distance. Travels through time and interferes with Sora and Riku's Mark of Mastery exam. Lures Sora, who has been traveling to the sleeping worlds into the abyss of sleep. Gathers the members of the real Organization 13, who are to be Xehanort's vessels. After battling Riku, witnesses Master Xehanort's resurrection and then returns to his own time. Okay. After returning to his original time, loses the knowledge and experience he gained in the future. But, with this appointed path etched in his heart, departs from Destiny Islands. He trains hard with his fellow apprentice Ericus. Alright, and now time for Terra-Xehanort. Give me one moment. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. Good stuff. Alright. So, Terra-Xehanort appears in Birth by Sleep. Kingdom Hearts .2. That one's also Birth by Sleep, but different. Kingdom Hearts 2, Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts 3, and Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. He is a warrior of darkness who stole the power of youth. Okay, just make sure there's no one out there. Just some random person that would show up. Don't want that. There we go. Alright. Terra-Xehanort's story. Golden Eyes. Kingdom Hearts floated in the sky. The location was the Badlands, not far from the Keyblade Graveyard. Terra faced Master Xehanort and assumed a stance with his Keyblade. He breathed heavily, his expression impatient. Admirably done. I knew this was a journey you could make. Over the unseen wall that divides darkness and light, and I was not wrong, Terra. From the very beginning, Master Xehanort had a single goal: to cast away his aged body and make Terra's as his vessel. Yes, you are indeed strong. The darkness is nothing to fear. Master Xehanort had once called out to Terra after his Mark of Mastery exam and said this. It was merely planting a seed. Planting a seed. Ah, there we go. Sorry. However, now that the seed had grown into a bud and was about to blossom, Keyblade in hand, Terra rushed at Master Xehanort, but before he could reach him, Vanitas blocked his way. Terra crossed Keyblades with Vanitas. Yes, feed your anger, Terra. You see how powerless you are to save them. Savor that rage and despair. Let it empower you. As Xehanort shouted this, a smile appeared on his face. Yes, it would happen very soon. Just a little longer. The time was now. Next page. Let your heart blacken with anger. Master Xehanort pushed his Keyblade into his own chest. Light began to overflow from his chest. At last, our moment is here. Out with the old and brittle vessel, and in with the younger, stronger new one. I swore I would survive and be there to see what awaited beyond the Keyblade War. And now it is your darkness that shall be the arc that sustains me. Terra instantaneously engaged his armor, but it was already too late. The armor fell to the ground, as though it had been broken, and only Terra himself looked up. His hair color had completely changed to silver, and his eyes shone golden. That was the moment Master Xehanort brought Terra's body under his control. This heart belongs again to darkness. All worlds begin in darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different. Darkness sprouts within it. It grows, consumes it. Such is its nature. In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came. Terra-Xehanort began to walk. However, objects resembling chains surrounded the area like a cage. What? Terra-Xehanort whirled around and saw the armor that ought to have lost its owner assembled again. Keyblade at the ready. Your body submits, your heart succumbs. So why does your mind resist? Terra-Xehanort shouted. The armor, Terra's will, resisted fiercely, and violent battle unfolded. In the end, it defeated Terra-Xehanort almost simultaneously at an explosion. Hold on. like a violent rush of light and darkness, engulfed the armor, and Terra-Xehanort and all that remained in the Badlands was the single suit of armor. And Terra-Xehanort stood alone in Radiant Garden. Who am I? Terra? Terra? Aqua's voice called out to him. However, ironically, that voice awakened Xehanort. Terra's heart has been extinguished, smothered by the darkness within him. Terra-Xehanort's eyes shone golden. Terra-Xehanort's Keyblade. No name, gazing eye. The Xehanort inhabiting Terra's body also has the same Keyblade as Master Xehanort. It has a decoration resembling a goat or a lion. In a certain report, the word scapegoat is mentioned in the reference to this Keyblade. But that's it? Just but? Alright, fine, whatever. Back to young Xehanort. Oh no. Terra-Xehanort. That's what it was. I don't know why I said young Xehanort again. I already finished his story. That's fine. Close enough to the middle that matters. Alright, let's see. Okay. Nope. Nope. No reels on fucking Facebook. Stop it. Okay, I'll go back to Terra-Xehanort's page. There we go. Alright. Let's read that quote. You'll never be able to break these chains. There are bonds. Alright, and this... Alright. So, his... Oh, I forgot to read Terra-Xehanort's stuff. Organization 13, not a number, no attribute. His weapon is Keyblade, and his real Organization 13 member. It's the same for Terra-Xehanort. So I'm gonna assume that all of the Xehanorts and whatnot are the same. And some whatever. They all basically have the same shit. Alright, let's continue. This is this form of Master Xehanort who sought a younger... Oh, nope, not younger. A young vessel before taking over Terra's body. Master Xehanort zeroes in on Terra, a guardian of light, who nevertheless has darkness in his heart. The old man's scheming eventually allows him to successfully take over Terra's body. After losing his memory due to the shock from a battle, he becomes an apprentice of Ansem the Wise. However, he grows obsessed with researching darkness in hearts. He steals his master's name and research and banishes him to the realm of nothingness. During battle, he has the dark form thing. I forgot what the hell it's called. I can't remember. Whatever, though. Alright, and now we reduce this to a readable size that has everything we need. Fantastic. Alright, so this page is Birth by Sleep all the way to Kingdom Hearts 2 point. That one's the Birth by Sleep after image or whatever the fuck it's called. Sequel. Pre-sequel. Whatever. I don't know. All words begin in darkness and also end. For a long time, Master Xehanort had watched for an opportunity to cast away his aged body and take over Terra's, a young and a strong vessel. In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came. Alright. His awareness is clouded but when Aqua calls him Terra, he comprehends his own situation and battles her as Terra-Xehanort. Smothered by darkness within him, Terra-Xehanort attempts to remove the resisting Terra's heart by pushing his keyblade into his own chest. Jesus Christ. As a result, he begins to sink into the darkness, but Aqua sacrifices herself to save him. This'll teach you, get out of my heart. Xehanort. After Aqua saves him, Terra-Xehanort is found by Brig in Radiant Garden. Gasping, he calls himself Xehanort. Young man, what ails you? That's Ansem the Wise. It's terrible, I know, but whatever. In the end, your heart will be engulfed by mine forever. Terra doesn't disappear, but rather continues to resist within Terra-Xehanort's heart. Master Xehanort expects that his heart will someday engulf Terra's forever. But Terra smiles fearlessly. Hey, you're not Terra. Just gotta check. Brig calls out to Terra-Xehanort, who is now an apprentice of Ansem the Wise. Later, the two collude to banish Ansem the Wise and seize his research in Kingdom Hearts 2. But that is not Kingdom Hearts 2. That is before. Some typos here, I guess. Now you can be one with the darkness. He appears before Aqua, who travels through the realm of darkness. Although he impersonates Terra to get her to tell him where Ventus is sleeping, he fails when Terra, who resisted being absorbed by him, interferes. Alright, so this is the last page. How many pages is this one? Cool. Alright, cool. So, we'll read this, and then our next read will be tomorrow. And that will be Ansem and Semnis, which I'm super excited for. Because those two are main villains from Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Alright, sorry. I'm like thinking. I gotta figure out something. My brain doesn't want to work. Whatever. Let's continue on. The Keyblade will still be forged. Today is the day you all lose. This is all Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind. Except for the Chronicles, which is Birth by Sleep in Kingdom Hearts 2. He appears in the form of Terra and misleads Sora and others, but Aqua sees through it and he changes into his Terra-Xehanort form. After declaring that the Guardians of Light will lose, he attacks Ventus, who's standing in front of him with his Keyblade. This is impossible! Terra-Xehanort attacks Ventus, but since Sora has traveled back in time, Lingering Will stops this second surprise attack and counters. You have no power over me. There are bonds. The dark figure, that's what's called, the dark figure, appears behind Terra-Xehanort and breaks the man's chains. Terra-Xehanort cries out in anger, but he's restrained, and the light from Sora's Keyblade pierces him. Darkness awaits you. You too must ready to make the ultimate sacrifice. After traveling through time, Sora assists Lingering Will in its continuing fierce battle with Terra-Xehanort. Although Terra-Xehanort is surprised, he continues to fight, and eventually the dark figure attacks Sora. Then I have more than enough to go around. Then I have more than enough to go around. Terra-Xehanort and Vanitas show complacency before the decisive battle, but Aqua lays her emotions bare. As she springs at Terra-Xehanort. If it's darkness you're looking for, Ventus. That's the end. Terra-Xehanort's Chronicles. Birth by Sleep in Kingdom Hearts 2. Immediately after Master Xehanort takes over Terra's body at the Keyblade Graveyard, is attacked and defeated by armor inhabited by Terra's will, hurled to Radiant Garden by the impact of the Keyblade's annihilation. He devotes himself to the study of darkness in hearts as Ansem the Wise, his apprentice, volunteers to be a test subject in Ansem's psychological experiment. banishes his master after stealing his name and research results, turns the sage's apprentices into nobodies, and separates his own heart and body, becomes a heartless Ansem and a nobody Xemnas. The next 2 character files that we are going through. And I cannot wait. They don't use weapons. Well, Xemnas does. But we'll get to that. And that is the Kingdom Hearts character files for today. Tomorrow, obviously, will be Ansem and Xemnas. And then the next... we won't go through the next day. I have some things to take care of on Thursday, but I will still be able to post the recording afterwards. The recording for 12. So, thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you all joining. And I guess since I can't really play anything or listen to anything on my PC, I'll just have to play on my Switch or my Xbox or PS5. I really have nothing else to do now because I can't listen to anything. I'll talk to my husband about getting me a new headset or something. But thank you all for joining. Excuse me. That was coffee. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you all joining. We will get back to this tomorrow. Same time, posted every day. So, yeah. If you like the content, that'd be really appreciated if you liked the video. If you want to comment on the video, feel free to. If you want to subscribe, that's all on you. If you like the content, I appreciate it. What is it? Not gonna say that again. That's already been said twice. As for streams, they are basically done until I get a new headset or earbuds. So I'm kind of stuck in a situation where I just have to sit around. I mean, maybe I'll stream or record Belantro or something that doesn't involve me having to listen to stuff, but still, it really sucks not being able to listen to it. God, it sucks. But yeah, thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you all joining. I really have no headset to use, so I'm kind of stuck at this point. But yeah, thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you all joining. If you want to get the book, the link for it is in the description. The Dark Horse one, I believe. Yeah, Dark Horse Books. That is where this came from. Is a fucking amazing book. And they're the ones who actually made it. What else? If you want to follow me on Twitch and Kick, those are in the description as well. And my husband's business and Twitch are also in the description if you want to check those out. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. So everything will be set up for tomorrow. uh, for Ansem and Zemnis, and then the next one will be. It looks like the next one is Vanitas and Zigbar, which that'll be 7 pages. Because Zigbar has a lot of pages. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, that'll be 7 pages in total for Thursday. God damn it. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll do 3 for. Maybe I'll do Vanitas by himself and then Zigbar next. Actually, who's after Zigbar? After Zigbar is Vexen, who has also 3 pages. Yeah, I might just do those singularly. Because I don't want to do 7 pages. Fuck. Whatever. In any case, thank you all for joining. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I hope you all have a good one. Peace out, peeps. I'll see you guys next time.